Bikes versus cars, today's topic. You're on the air.
Yeah, you're right. Cars should be forced to share the road, and bikes should stop aiming to run us over.
Yeah, and cyclists should remember roads were built for bikes in the first place. It's gonna take time for everybody to get along. Let me tell you a story, okay? One time, I ran a red light on my bike, and there happened to be a cop on the corner. I wasn't paying attention. He pulls me over with his little finger. He says, "Here, have a nice day." He gives me a $50 ticket. That's a true story, okay? So I wish there were more cops on corners.
I saw that eye roll. You gotta give the guy a chance. He offends people on both sides, and plus he's hilarious.
I'm just not a big fan of Cinco de Blends, but I am a big fan of your coffee, Sam. Thank you.
You're too nice, Leah Townsend.
Next caller.
So, JR, what do you think?
I love this character. What a riot.
Oh, good. I'm so relieved.
Jodi Bellarusa, she's strong but feminine, knows what she wants, isn't afraid to go for it. She's my kind of gal.
I'm so glad you like her. Because the way I made the story flow...
Quick question. I have no idea what this book is about. Do you?
Of course I do.
Oh, well, that's a relief because that is not reflected in these pages. There's no drama. There's no conflict. Zilch. It's just 310 pages of rainbows.
Oh.
More like, uh-oh. Leah, your first book came so easy. What's going on?
Well, remember, I was writing about myself. I'm a senator's daughter, and Kathleen is a senator's daughter. And, I took experiences from my childhood and I guess made a few tweaks.
You think what you used the first time will work again?
I guess I'm just having a wee bit of trouble with a character that's so different.
Come on, don't get all demure on me. You're an insightful and gifted writer. Now, a book needs conflict, it needs struggle, it needs a character who confronts everyone who gets in her way.
She does struggle in her way.
Well, I need Jodi Bellarusa to struggle my way, and fast. I'm gonna give it to you straight. You're down to 4 weeks to deliver. So, here's your manuscript, and here are some thoughts that the marketing department and I have come up with. Don't look so worried, it's only a couple of chapters. Margaret, where's my salad?
Hey, neighbor. How's the rewrite going?
Ugh, it took me 6 months to write this book, and now I have to write it again?
What? I thought you said she only wants a couple chapters redone.
Yeah, but they have to be redone her way, and I'm not really sure what way that is.
Well, you are brilliant. You will come up with something. Here, taste.
What is that? Is that dukkha spice?
Only you would taste that. It's not too much?
No.
Good. Oh, I've got to put the duck in. And there will be leftovers later.
Can't, it's Friday.
Oh, right. Date night. Let me guess, Edward is whisking you off to La Select Bistro. You will both have the Dover sole and a garden salad, split a bottle of red wine, skip the coffee, and head straight for the check.
That is so not true.
That's a relief.
Sometimes I get the check.
You are so predictable.
We're not predictable, it's just that that restaurant treats us so well.
Okay. What time does he always get you home by?
I don't know, approximately 10:15. That's a lucky guess.
You are a people pleaser.
And you are distracting me from my work. I will call you later.
Okay, but only call me if you do something new, like having crepe Suzette for a change.
I can do that.
So, I was gonna start the speech off with a joke.
Okay.
2 uranium-238 nuclei are having drinks in a bar. One says to the other, "How about one more round?" Now, the other nucleus says, "Can't. Gotta split."
Got a split.
Maybe it's not a very good joke.
No, Edward, I'm sure it is.
You know what? I'll try it out at Dean Glendale's party tomorrow night. You watch how they react. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I don't know. My publisher won't accept my book without some pretty big changes.
But your last book was so good. I'm sure you can do it again. Why didn't you say anything?
Well, I didn't want to worry you.
That's sweet, but I meant to JR.
No. Don't worry. Let's order. Have you ever felt like you should be moving forward, but you're just going around in a circle?
Good evening, Professor Krause, Miss Townsend.
Ethan, hello. We would both like to have the Dover sole and a green salad, please.
Excellent choice.
Actually, I'd like the crepe Suzette.
Do you mean those flaming pancakes?
Yeah, doesn't that look fun?
But it's such a spectacle.
The Dover sole is fine.
Are you sure? I mean, have what you want.
Oh, no, yeah. It's always good here.
You did not!
Yes, I did. Crepe Suzettes, just like you said.
What? Were they as good as mine?
I don't know. As soon as I saw Edward's face,
You went back to the Dover sole. Oh, Leah, don't be such a doormat. What is your problem?
My problem is I have nothing to wear, and I need to look good for Edward's reception tonight.
Well, you always look good, and he won't notice what you're wearing anyway.
You're right. I've spent the last 2 hours laying out wardrobe when I should be writing because I can't come up with conflict for my main character.
Why don't you use the conflict that you have with Edward?
Because we don't have any. We don't argue about anything at all. I love Edward. He's great. He's just...
Boring? You're bored? You feel boring when you're with him, and that makes him bored?
Not at all. We're perfect for each other. We've been together 2 years.
You know what you need? Something that he will notice.
Whoa.
Do you like it?
That is some red dress.
Are you okay?
Yes, yeah, no, I'm I'm fine.
Is it too much? It's too much. I can go change. Do you want me to change?
There's no time, so we will have to go with it.
Okay. Well, if you're sure.
I am.
Okay.
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 Your glass is empty, dear. I'll get you another drink.
Oh, no, don't worry about it. I can get it. You need to talk to your professor friends. Go ahead.
Dr. McKinley.
The Medinilla magnifica. That's otherwise known as pink lantern.
Or a Philippine orchid.
And here I was trying to impress you.
Sorry, I didn't mean to intrude.
You're Leah Townsend.
Yes. And you're Cinco Dublin.
Well, this has the potential to get awkward.
I'm sure you were just doing your job when you reviewed my book.
Well, now we're right in the middle of awkward, aren't we? Who remembers a stupid little on-air book review?
Although well written, Miss Townsend's safe, leave it to Beaver take on her childhood leaves me wanting absolutely nothing more from this author, ever.
Wow, that's pretty brutal. Would you hold on? Throw it in my face.
What?
Throw it in my face.
I'm not gonna throw wine in your face.
I deserve it, please. Red's your color.
There you are. I've been looking for you.
I've been right here the whole time.
Is this because I don't like your dress?
You don't?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. It's just you don't need all that fancy stuff.
I was just trying.
To what?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Let's enjoy the party.
Okay. It's Edward.
Come in.
Hi.
Hi.
I apologize for not calling before coming over.
No, I think it's great that you did something spontaneous. Wow. What's going on? They're really lovely.
Aren't you gonna read the card?
I want to do everything to make us work. And I know you want to make it work too, XO. 20% off 4-week course in conflict management, paid in full.
When I saw this ad, I thought, this is perfect. You know, conflict is harder for some more than it is for others.
Yes. What does this have to do with us?
Well, you know, things were a little awkward the other night, and you have been saying how much trouble you're having with the character in your book.
Yeah, but that was really nothing.
No, but it got me thinking. You know, maybe we should learn to deal with conflict in a proactive, life-enhancing way. What do you say?
I guess if you think this will help us.
Great! Okay, good. Right, first session is tonight. Address is right here in the coupon. I have to run to work. This is gonna be so good. You'll see. Oh, mwah. I am so excited.
I'm sorry. Carol. Yeah, you paid cash, so you can just have a seat. Oh, just a second. Hello there. Welcome. Name, please.
Edward Krause? No, I'm Leah Townsend, but Edward Krause signed us up for this group.
Leah Townsend, as in the senator's daughter, Leah Townsend?
Yes.
I was wondering. Wow, I really loved that book.
Oh, thank you.
But, you know, don't worry. They don't need to know that there's a celebrity. I'm sure you get really bothered by all the fans. Oh, yeah, here you are. Here you are. But no Edward Krause.
Oh, well, Edward's never late. Can we wait for him?
Well, if he's not on the list, he's not in the class. So, looks like you're on your own.
No, I'm sure he'll be here any minute. That's probably him.
Well, made it with a minute to spare. Hi, you must be Marilyn.
I am?
I'm Cinco Dublin, and this is my court order. Yeah, that's me. I lost my cool with a guest that was rude to one of my other guests.
Miss
and
Townsend,
kinda
we
had it
haven't
coming.
quite finished your registration yet.
What are you doing here? This is my favorite novelist. One word. Awkward.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Marilyn Hawkins, and I will be helping you navigate your way through various degrees of conflict management. So why don't we start by introducing ourselves?
I'm Glenda, and if you must know, the husband thought this was a good idea.
Robert, the husband. I thought this was a good idea because the wife has a hard time keeping her opinions to herself.
Well, if someone actually did the things he said he was going to do, I wouldn't have to repeat
Do you know
myself
how
1
busy I
million
get? I work
times.
really-
Okay, Robert, Glenda, that's why you're here. This is actually perfect. Okay.
Oh, hi, I'm Ernie. and I'm so happy to be here.
And why are you here?
Oh, that's an excellent question. On my last performance review, it was noted that I have the tendency to be passive-aggressive.
Not to worry, we can help you with that.
Great.
I'm sorry?
I'm Carol. I would like people to listen to me.
I think that's an excellent decision, Carol. So that just leaves you.
I'm Leah Townsend. I don't really have any problems with conflict, so I don't know why I'm here.
Okay, well, maybe we can start with Edward Krause and why you think he should be here.
Edward is my second cousin, and this was really all his idea, so.
Your second cousin signed you both up for a conflict management group.
Yeah.
Okay, so why do you suppose he's not here?
Well, he really hasn't been feeling well. He's recovering from surgery. Kidney surgery.
Oh, wish him a speedy recovery. Okay, so before we begin, I just have a little bit of housekeeping here. So, Ernie, it says here that you did not pay for the class.
What? No, I paid online. Who said I didn't pay?
Kidney surgery, that's a pretty serious procedure. Did you know that?
Who do you think the donor was?
You know, Ernie, I have to report all your actions to your supervisor.
Since when?
Well, you know what? If you have a receipt, then we can clear this up right now.
That was nice of you. Does it still hurt? A little bit right here?
Yes, but I think we should be listening.
That's so funny because, your kidneys are back here. Should be hurting there.
Right.
No, I don't have the receipt.
Well, I guess that's a lesson in itself. But I'm sorry you can't stay.
What?
You see, conflict will almost always take us by surprise. It's not something you can plan for. See, Ernie here, he didn't realize his actions would result in conflict.
Hey, I don't like being made to look stupid.
Too late.
Hey, maybe you should stay out of this.
Are you threatening my wife? Hey, guys. It's conflict management group. Remember? I'm sure Ernie didn't mean anything by it.
It's okay, guys. Why don't you have a seat? All right, so you can see how layered conflict can be.
That was a stunt?
Yes, it was. Thank you very much, Ernie. You can sit down.
Was that too much? Because it kind of felt, yeah? Okay.
So this is very interesting. So, Glenda, you deal with conflict by using sarcasm. And Robert, you take conflict by the horns. And Cinco, I was very impressed. You really jumped in there, but just be careful because sometimes jumping in can backfire. Carol, you looked like you were ready to flee the scene. It's okay, we'll work on that. And Leah, judging by the look on your face, you look like you'd rather get a root canal than deal with conflict, am I right?
I just think everybody should be able to get along.
Here, here.
Okay, well, I'm very happy that you guys are all here. So why don't we start off with the first exercise that's very simple.
Leah! Oh, you didn't call.
Sorry about that. Where were you?
Excuse me?
The flowers, the coupon, the class, that was tonight.
Yes, I know. How did it go?
How did it go?
Please tell me it was helpful for you.
I thought you got it to be helpful for us, not just me.
I don't have a problem with conflict.
Neither do I. I don't.
Leah, the fact that you came all the way over here tonight to tell me how you really feel is a really big step for you.
It is?
I think this is going to be really good for you. Okay, think of it as an investment in our relationship. I mean, I know that I am committed to doing whatever it takes to make this work. Aren't you?
Yes, sure. Of course I am.
Okay, so this next exercise is called address and accept. One partner has to address the other with a strong opinion. The other one has to just accept and respond honestly, but without challenging or fear. Let's start with Cinco and Leah. Okay, Leah, you can start.
I can't.
Okay. you don't like his clothes, he interrupts people.
I just can't think of anything.
Okay, all right, okay, so Cinco, you can start.
I think you need this class more than anyone else in here. Respectfully.
What do you think of that? You tell him, what do you think of that?
I think that he doesn't actually know me, and how could he possibly make a comment like that?
Okay, that's good. Tell Cinco, not me.
You know what? No. I think my cousin Edward made a mistake and didn't know what kind of class this was, but I'm sorry, but I think I'm wasting everybody's time.
Okay, but don't leave with your problem, all right?
My problem? You know what? Maybe you have a problem with your nice voice and calm demeanor, and maybe it's all just a front, and maybe you don't know how to deal with anything at all, ever.
It's fantastic. Great work. But say it to Cinco, not to me. What she's experiencing right now is called misplaced anger. It's very, very common. You can just have a seat. Let's have Robert and Ernie up next. Good work.
For what it's worth, Professor, I entirely concur with your assessment.
Thank you. That actually sounded sincere.
And I would hate to have you turn that piercing insight on me.
A lot of you have been wondering,
Okay, hear me out. First, I don't have any conflict in my life. Edward and I have not had one single argument. Plus, you know what? I don't even like to hurt people. I don't like to hurt people's feelings. And what does she know about misplaced anger? What anger? I'm not going back to that class.
Wait.
Okay, so she claims she has no conflict issues whatsoever, so naturally I tell her I think she needs this class more than anybody else in there.
That is so weird. He is talking about his group, and so are you.
I really don't think I need to be here.
So, folks, obviously I beg to differ. Now, I'm not gonna name names because I'm not that kind of guy.
Did I just say that out loud? I think I did.
Okay, here's the point. Here's what I want to say. I think this class is a great thing for people who have conflict issues of all kinds, not just for anger management.
When did you start listening to this nut?
Well, since you told me that he was in your group, it is you, right?
It's all for show.
My question is this. Why is it so difficult for us to face the truth about ourselves? Someone so convinced they do not have issues with conflict. Get this.
She then, instead of doing the exercise with me, her partner,
She goes after the teacher.
goes right after
No,
her. She lets her
that's
have it now.
not what happened.
Right.
She's got no conflict issues whatsoever, none. She's good to go. It's a question that is on my mind, callers, and I want to hear from you.
What are you doing?
Cinco D, you're on the air.
Well,
Okay, let's start with something very easy. What is your name?
Jody Bellarusa.
Jody. Hi, Jody.
What do you think of my confused Madam X?
You know what? Maybe that girl doesn't belong in the group. Maybe you just love conflict so much that you thrive on it, and you've become like this conflict vampire. And then when you're attracted to someone who doesn't have the same conflict issues, you get uneasy and defensive, when in truth, it's really you not being able to deal with how you really feel.
What makes you say I'm attracted to her?
Jody.
Wow.
We lost her.
It's
Thanks
too
for
bad
calling
that
in,
you
Jody.
couldn't say that as yourself.
I think I made my point clear enough. You should take this. Okay, take that.
We're gonna be right back after this break.
I'm glad you can make it. Your mother said you were trying to cancel.
I did not say that, Douglas. I said she was working on her book.
I would never cancel on you, Dad.
Good girl.
Douglas, what did the doctor say? No salt. He also said avoid stressful situations, and I caught him listening to the Cinco Dublin show today.
No, you should really listen to your doctor.
The kid's a fool.
Your doctor is about 70 years old.
No, Dublin is outrageous. He's got a platform to poison the public mind, just like his old man. But Father has devoted his entire newspaper career to attacking every stand that I took.
Douglas, don't exaggerate.
I believe in the good, solid middle of the road. And if I was a little bit to the left of an issue, he claimed I was too liberal. And I had 1 foot to the right, he claimed I was too conservative. I mean, is that fair to me, Leah?
Me? Well, I think whatever his father did to you is, well, it's between you and Dublin Senior. It doesn't really have anything to do with Cinco.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Did you hear the broadcast?
Yes, dear. We all heard the broadcast. It wasn't that bad.
You agree with that, Leah?
I'm sure it was an outrage.
Good, exactly. At least I can count on someone for the truth.
Hope you're remembering the shower.
Yes, of course I am.
I remember the last book. You wore the same pair of sweatpants for days.
Well, that was because the washing machine was broken. Mm-hmm. Have you, ever had flaming pancakes?
You mean crêpe Suzette? Many times.
And Daddy wasn't embarrassed?
Oh, never with your father.
So have you always done whatever Daddy wants?
We're settled in our ways, honey.
Yeah, see, I keep trying to spice things up with Edward by suggesting we try new things, and he looks at me as if I've said we should rob a bank.
It's called a relationship, Leah. Has ebbs and flows. It can't always be smooth sailing.
So it took me a couple of days to kick in, but then it really clicked. I totally see your point. And writing all this conflict, it really kicks up the drama, and it's exciting. I'm excited about the revisions. I'm almost done.
No.
No?
No. Yes, now there is some conflict in Jodi's life, but it's not handled right.
Is she too aggressive now?
Sweetie, I'm going to read you something straight from the dictionary. Conflict, to come into collision or disagreement, a struggle or in opposition, a clash. There's no clash. Everything happens in her head. She doesn't do anything.
She will, JR, she will. I'm not gonna let you down. I can rewrite as much as you want. I mean, besides, wasn't it Hemingway that said a good novel should take at least 10 years?
Hemingway didn't have a huge advance he might have had to pay back.
Hi.
I'm giving the book a second chance, like I do with people.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I suppose I have conflict with the buyers I deal with. I've been written up 7 times because of people I consider friends. What about you?
I really have no conflict in my life. In fact, my publisher says I have no conflict in my new book, which, I mean, there is, but apparently it's not the right kind.
What about the father-daughter relationship in your first book? Wasn't that based on your life?
No, I'm not that character. I mean, I would never do anything to disappoint or embarrass my father.
Is that because you have an easy, breezy, carefree relationship with him, or is it because you avoid conflict?
It's pretty breezy.
Excuse me, I want to say something. I'm rereading your old book, as you know, and it's got a little Victorian plotting in it, but once you get past that, it seems like it's written from the heart. So now you're saying you want to rewrite the conflict to pander to your publisher.
I'm not pandering, and that's not even what pandering means. I didn't say I agreed with my publisher. And by the way, can we remember for a moment that you don't actually know me?
I know that I'm not a doormat for a publisher or a father.
Thanks, Ernie. Really, because many believe that most men have unresolved issues with their fathers.
I'm not most men.
I've heard your show.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, your dad is a respected man in this city. You're an entertainer. He's a political journalist.
I'm a journalist.
You're a shock jock.
Okay, loud and fast, without thinking about it, I want you to tell me a source of your conflict. Go.
Bullies.
Pretty much everyone I work with.
Her.
Him. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so let's go play conflict snakes and ladders. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
I didn't mean to upset you.
Not at all. It's not a big deal. You're just a know-it-all.
I call him as I see him.
Maybe you need some glasses.
Maybe, but there are certain things I see clearly. my opinion, this is a crisis that everyone in this country, not just us here today, needs to pay attention to. Should your education cost more than a sedan or two? When I was a student here, I just had to pay for books and, you know, party favors, but today, it's out of control. We're gonna hear from my good friend, the Dean, in a minute, but right now, I wanna hear from you guys. How do you think, what do you feel?
There's no class until 10.
Hello.
Leah, what's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Don't worry, you didn't forget a date. I just wanted to surprise you before your morning class.
Oh, great. Yeah, no, I'm so glad you did.
Yeah, me too. Here, muffins. And I have coffee, fresh from Sam's coffee truck. Coffee?
Oh, thank you.
So, what are you lecturing on today?
We are halfway into Heisenberg's theory.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Really? Mm-hmm. The theory is that during quantum experiments, there is a seemingly unavoidable tendency of humans to influence any given situation, just as you have influenced this situation.
Hey, Leah.
Hi, what are you doing here?
We like to get the show on the road sometimes. That's funny because I thought I saw you watching the broadcast a few minutes ago. What brings you here?
I was here to see my cousin, but I'm leaving. I was just leaving.
Edward.
Yeah. He's a professor here, and it's his first week back at work, and I just wanted to see if he settled in okay.
That was very considerate of you.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. I want to apologize for if I offended you at last class.
Don't be. There's really no need. I'm fine.
Okay, well, at tonight's class, I'm going to make an effort to be a little more sensitive, and I feel like I'm learning.
That's very generous, but I won't be going back to class. I'm really behind on my book, and if I don't turn it in like yesterday...
That's really too bad. Kind of like you, Leah Townsend. Now I'm gonna have to bond with Carol, so she scares me, I gotta tell you. Well, good luck with your book. And I'm gonna try to be gentler on my next review.
Edward? Hi. Oh, what's all this?
You know, I was so taken with your spontaneous gesture this morning and your interest in my work that I wanted to reciprocate.
Are those student papers?
My advanced class. I thought what fun it would be for you and I to spend the evening reviewing them together.
Edward, I need to apologize for barging in on you this morning. It was really a silly idea.
Yeah, it really was unlike you.
Well, you know, sometimes it's good to be unlike me.
Why would it be good to be unlike you?
Right. Sorry.
Listen, why don't you order a pizza? If we start now, we could be finished all this by 11.
You know what? I forgot. I have my group tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah. I hope you're not terribly disappointed.
So it's going well, then?
It's a process.
Oh, wow. You know, I am so glad that you are getting, well, what you need from it.
I am.
Well, okay.
Sorry, I'm late. Oh, is it over? We're going on a field trip.
Well, this is a nice surprise.
I think I was in conflict.
So you came into work today?
No, I came to avoid it.
Okay, so I'm gonna split you up into teams of 2. Thought it would be fun if we added a little competition. And the winner gets a gift card to Mangalos. Okay, everybody choose a color.
That place is impossible to get in. It's so hot. We should team up, okay?
Okay, now find the person that has the matching color.
Oh.
Now, the objective of this exercise is to stall in the line as long as you can. So I want you to feel the heat of the conflict rising around you because you're holding up the line. Got it? Go.
What does it say? Do I even want to know what it says?
Oh, yes, you do, partner. Haggle the cashier for 10 cents, claiming you were shortchanged. Partner 2, escalate the situation by becoming agitated and claim to be in a rush. I'll take that one. Easy.
Cinco Dublin just got chosen for the losing team.
I don't think so. I never lose when there's a prize at stake.
There's a first time for everything.
No, I don't think so.
$8.30.
Leah Townsend, is that you?
Wow, Mrs. Musgrave, what are you doing back in town?
Well, we moved back. Didn't your mother tell you?
No.
I hear your novel is doing great.
Okay, let's not write a novel right now and keep things moving, shall we?
You're not listening. One of us has to go get another item to hold up the line.
You always do this. I just said I would go and get some spinach. May I have a price check on that?
Louder. She can't hear you.
May I have a price check on that?
Carol, you can do it.
It was very nice to see you.
Or maybe we could do a ladies' brunch.
That would be perfect.
That's wonderful. Let's pull out our calendars and set a date for brunch right now. Yeah. Yeah?
Robert, Glenda. Hi. From now on, when you address each other, I want you to use phrases like, I feel, instead of you.
Fine.
Excuse me. Your change?
If we were moving any slower, I'd be frozen in time.
I'm sorry. I think you shorted me 10 cents.
Come on, lady.
I just counted it. Did you drop it?
Nope.
I feel like an item from the frozen food section, which is way over on the other side of the grocery store, would buy us more time than the produce, which is right here.
And I'm feeling like you're telling me what to do.
Just let me help him first, then.
Oh, no, I can't wait for that. I need my dime right now.
Lady, it's a dime. Let it go.
Okay, fine. I'm sorry. I am owed, and I cannot let the store cheat me out of what is rightfully mine.
Okay. I'm sorry for being so bossy.
Apology accepted. Frozen peas it is. Nicely done. Thank you. Nicely done.
Carol, you can do it.
May I have a price check on that? If you don't have time to check the price, it's fine. I mean, if I were doing your job, I would be checking every price.
And maybe a price comparison, too.
Yes. We want to make sure we get the best deal.
On those peppers.
Lady, come on. Let her check me out, and then you can have your precious 10 cents, please. I'm going gray.
Maybe you can take this 10 cents, and things are just going to work out just fine.
Yeah, you know what, that's very nice of you, but this woman does not deserve to be bailed out.
It's just, if you must know, right before my favorite uncle died, he gave me this really old dime, and, you know, dimes just have a very special meaning to me since that day. And, you know, I know it's silly. It's been like 10 years, and I should be over it, but 10, like a dime. See? It's wow. Oh, okay, well, thank you.
I feel so bad about your favorite dead uncle. That was just genius.
It was absolutely ridiculous. It was the only thing I could come up with that wouldn't get me locked up for being certifiably insane. You were an awful person in there.
Yes, I was. We made a great team.
Okay, everybody, very, very good work today. You all took a major step forward in confronting conflict in a very public way. You should all be very proud of yourself.
Thanks. Now hand over the prize so I can take my wife to the fanciest restaurant in town.
Well, according to my timing, Cinco and Leah actually won.
They won? How is that possible?
It's possible by 4 seconds.
Well, you know, I really don't ever have time to eat, like ever, so why don't you take it?
Oh, just guys, before you go, I have a field assignment for you. So staying in the same teams, I want you guys to go and confront the person you have the most conflict with. Engage with them and pay attention to what it is about them that triggers it in you.
When do we do it?
Both team members have to have it done by next week, so come on, let's go into bed.
Oh, man. Well, I'm not sure why you're not excited. I mean, can't be me, so it must be because you heard the place stinks.
No, actually, I heard the place is amazing.
Oh. So, then?
I guess we could do, I guess we could do lunch.
We can do lunch tomorrow. That's the kind of homework I like.
Hard at work already, I see.
Hi. This is a surprise. Shouldn't you be at work?
Yes, but this can't wait. Leah, I'm sorry things have been so strained between us lately. I know I've been busy and you've been stressed out about your book.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, takes me a while to catch on sometimes, but I get it. And I think I know what you need right now.
Really? A laptop?
Yes. You know, I know your old desktop has been acting up and you would never actually go and buy one yourself. So this morning on my way to work, I decided, what the heck? And, well, here you are.
That's really sweet. Thank you.
Now, I really must get to campus, but one more thing. I'm taking you to lunch on Saturday.
You mean the laptop?
I'll email you the details. So what are you up to today?
You know, just locked away in here, writing.
Then I won't keep you. I'll see you Saturday.
Hello.
How's it going?
He's not here. Maybe he's not coming. Is it wrong to hope he forgot?
Why are you so nervous?
Because my boyfriend just bought me a new laptop this morning, and now I'm sitting in a restaurant waiting for another man.
Relax. It's just a lunch. It's not like it's a date. Right?
He's here. I gotta go.
Sorry I'm late.
Hi. You look...
Reservations? We have these guys.
Oh, you know what? I thought I had mine, but I don't. Darn it. So, have a great lunch.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm sure that's not gonna matter. Will that matter? Of course not.
It's not a date.
I'm sorry? What's that?
I hear the food's great.
You know, you baffle me a little bit. I don't know why a woman like you is in any way unsure of herself.
A woman like me, what does that mean?
You're very smart, you're very, very funny, and you don't know you're funny, which makes you even funnier.
I don't think anybody's ever called me funny before.
I think you're a riot. And, you're really, really pretty. And you have an effect on me. I think when two people have things in common, it helps one to see things in oneself a little more easily, you know?
You are the last person I can imagine having something in common with.
Oh, really? We're both very smart. We both like to reach a lot of people. You're prettier than I am. But, you know, we both have father issues.
I don't.
Really? Marilyn led us right there, and you don't want to admit that? Well, I admit it. I have father issues.
Was your father tough?
Tough, yes. Brilliant. Passionate.
So what's the problem between you two?
We only argue, so we don't talk.
Have you ever thought about using a different tactic with him?
Like what?
Have you ever thought of hugging him?
I'm sorry, did you just say give him a hug?
Uh-huh.
Clearly you have never met my father.
No.
No.
But think about it for a second. The next time he goes into his usual...
Attack mode?
Instead of barking back, try to diffuse it.
With a hug.
Yeah. A real hug, a metaphorical hug, any kind of hug you would like.
All right. I'll make that my field assignment.
That's a good choice.
Are you free Saturday? Morning?
You want to confront your father on a weekend? Won't that put him off immediately?
He doesn't believe in weekends. He never did. So we're fine. How about you? Is there a conversation you want to have with a certain senator that I could be present at?
No. That would be a very light and breezy conversation, so he's definitely not my assignment.
Okay. How about Edward?
Edward? What do you mean, Edward?
Well, whenever Edward's name comes up, you get a little agitated, so I'm thinking maybe there's something you're not dealing with Edward, your second cousin?
No, as I've said before and often, I don't have any problems with Edward. And besides, anyways, he's on a skiing trip.
Wow. New kidney working that well, huh?
Yep, that side of the family has amazing recuperative skills.
Ah, wow. How about your side?
You know, I didn't want to say anything, but I haven't been feeling so great the last few minutes, so I think I should probably go.
Can I give you a ride home?
No, I have a car.
Is there really an Edward?
Do you think I signed myself up for a conflict management course and then changed my mind and then made up a fake relative?
Yes, I do, because you're one of those people who doesn't have the heart to hurt anyone's feelings.
That's very sweet, but not very accurate. Excuse me.
And I just need someone to explain it to me. This,
Venus versus Mars equation.
I am so tired of trying to crack that code. I'm at lunch with a very attractive, very interesting, intelligent woman, and
Although it wasn't technically a date, although it was
starting to feel like a bit of a date, and we have some nice banter going back and forth.
she asks me a whole bunch of questions, and I ask her some questions, and bam! Out of nowhere, she makes up an obviously fake excuse and storms out.
Can someone run that through the
Opposite sex app for me, please, and translate.
Please, anybody, what do you make of this dance between the sexes?
Caller, you're on the air.
Enlighten me, please.
Hello? You're on the air, but not for much longer.
This is Jody. Jody Bellarusa.
Jody, hi. You sound familiar.
Well, you know, I'm a regular caller.
Okay. And what are your thoughts on this topic?
You know, you're a lot to handle. You're very, very direct. And while admirable, that can put some people off. Some things are personal and private, and maybe you need to learn to keep some questions to yourself. Maybe that's what this person was thinking when she decided to leave.
Leah, is that you?
No. Who's Leah?
Leah, if you have something to say to me, just go ahead and say it. I'm all ears.
We are all listening. Jody. Leah.
Okay. Yes.
Jody Bellarusa, I presume. Cinco Dublin. Nice to meet you.
What are you doing here?
We have our field assignment this morning.
No, we don't. We do? Today?
Mm-hmm. We do. So can we do it now, please, before I change my mind? Can we go, please?
Wait, no. I need shoes.
Jody Bellarusa, why do you keep calling into my show with somebody else? Am I somebody that you're afraid to be in conflict with?
No. I suppose it's because, as Leah Townsend, I always say and do the right thing, and I really didn't want to say the right thing to you. Are you mad?
Listen, my audience got a sneak peek at the soap opera of my personal life, my ratings spiked, and now my producer wants to make it a regular thing.
What? I cannot. Are you kidding?
I'm kidding.
You ready?
Are you?
It's very important that we all work together. We have to keep these things synchronized. I want it by the end of the week. All right? Good, thank you. Well, isn't this a surprise?
Oh, no, I think this is something you have to do alone. Or I could go with you, sure. Hi, I'm Leah.
Nice to meet you. I apologize, but my son caught me off guard with this ambush.
Ambush. Ambush. A son can't just drop by and visit his father without having some ulterior motive?
A son can just drop by, yes, but you never do. Never does. I think the last time he dropped by, he stormed in here and accused me of sabotaging his radio show.
You did sabotage my radio show. You called in, and on the air, he took down my whole argument.
It's called a debate. Google it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, look, I got a plane to Boston in an hour. What do you want?
To talk.
Fine. What's the topic?
Nothing. Just, you know, talk. Breezy conversation.
We don't do breezy conversation.
That's true. You know, I knew it. This was a waste of time.
You know, for some hotshot who's made a successful career out of talking all the time, you're awfully quiet. So why don't we just agree that nothing has been added or dropped, and we can both get on with our day? Does that work for you? Leah, yes, I'm going to presume that you're in a position to tell me what's actually going on here.
Well, sir, I believe I'm here to remind Cinco that you can't avoid some things forever.
What? Oh, boy. Okay. We're good.
I love you, Dad. Thank you for challenging me to be the best man I can be.
I love you too, kid.
You haven't said a word in about 6 blocks. Is this some sort of a record for you?
I could not have done that without you.
I really didn't do anything. I mean, you would have confronted him no matter who your partner was.
Yeah, but you had the idea to give him a hug, and it was the right idea. You have a very unique perspective on dealing with conflict. Not everyone shares it, but more people should.
It's just about being honest.
Hey, you know what? We're on a roll here, okay? Who are you in conflict with? Let's go see them right now.
Hello?
Leah, are you all right?
Hi. Yeah, I'm fine. Why?
It's Saturday. It's noon.
Oh my gosh. Lunch.
You forgot.
No, I most certainly did not forget. But I did forget. Where are you?
Didn't you read my email? Forget it. I'll send it again with the address.
Lunch date?
Yeah, with my publisher. This book is just all-consuming. I gotta go.
Thank you again, Leah. I mean it.
It was my pleasure. I'm really glad everything worked out. We'll do my thing soon. I just have to figure out where I'm going. Oh no.
Bad news?
Oh no.
Sorry. Hi. Welcome back. Thanks, but actually we've never been here before.
Wow, how did you get reservations here?
I pulled some strings through the university. Is it too much? I was going for something different.
Couldn't be more different. And you ordered hors d'oeuvres.
No clue what they are, but they were the hardest thing on the menu to pronounce, so.
Edward, you're going like all out. What's going on?
I need to talk to you, and if I don't do it now, I may lose my nerve.
Okay.
Leah, I can't date you anymore.
Hi, Mom, Dad. What are you doing here?
Leah Townsend, will you marry me?
Things are just as they should be.
Edward, I don't know what to say.
All you have to say is yes.
Yes?
Please come. Yes, sorry.
Well, all I have to say is it's about time. And you're the perfect match for Leah, son, and I mean that.
Thank you, sir.
Leah, we are going to have such fun planning the wedding. When were you two thinking?
Mom, I just...
Actually, that's something that I wanted to talk to all of you about. My grandmother is turning 98 this year, and she would love nothing more than to be at our wedding. Unfortunately, she's been rather ill this past year, and, well, if it would be all right with you, Leah, that we get married on her birthday.
That's very gallant of you, Edward.
In 3 weeks.
That's rather soon, but I don't see any reason why we couldn't manage it. Right, Douglas?
But 3 weeks is only 3 weeks away.
You just say when and where, and I'll be the one in the talks.
Great.
Well, okay, I guess a whole 3 weeks it is.
To Leah Townsend, who will be my beautiful bride in just 3 weeks. Cheers.
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 You sure?
Yes.
Honey, it's the first one you put on.
I'm only gonna wear it once.
Yeah, but doesn't that make it special?
We're going to the mall. Each of you will return an item for various reasons, which are listed on cards in your bags.
You okay over there?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm fine.
Yeah? Because you look like you'd rather have a root canal than deal with conflict today.
That would be so nice right about now.
Now, the point of this exercise is to face an embarrassing situation with grace and dignity. This is where it gets exciting. Come on, let's go. Okay, excuse me.
Hi, I need to return this. I've decided it's too expensive.
You've decided now this item is too expensive?
That's right. I can't afford it.
Well, if it was damaged, I'd understand. But this is an expensive store, obviously.
I realize that. But you know what? That shirt is just not worth $200.
It's a William Rast.
I don't really care if it's solid gold.
Maybe you shouldn't shop here if you can't afford the clothing.
That's a very inspired idea. Sheila, here's another. Could you go find me your manager?
No need. Here's your money.
Sheila, this is not the full amount.
We have a restocking fee.
Mm-hmm, okay. Consider that baby restocked.
Okay, Leah, honey, it's just an exercise. Honey, you're right on the border of losing both grace and dignity.
I'm sorry. I've made a terrible mistake.
No, there are no mistakes in this class. It's just about how we feel.
No, really, seriously. I haven't been honest. I haven't been honest to any of you, like, at all.
I did not see that coming.
Me neither.
I told you she needed this class.
This is a prime example of not handling yourself with dignity or grace when your boyfriend of 2 years proposes to you and you say yes, when in reality you really have no idea how you feel about him, like, at all.
Edward?
Yes. Edward and I have been together for 2 years. He signed me up for this group, just me. He's the kidney disease-stricken second fake cousin. I made up that whole story because I didn't want you guys to know I was being stood up, and then I couldn't leave because I didn't want to disappoint him.
So, naturally, you're gonna marry him?
I'm so sorry. But you have to excuse me, because I have a wedding to plan.
You were supposed to call me yesterday to set a time to look at invitation samples today?
Sorry, Mom. I've just been really caught up in the book and stuff.
You're hiding. The last time you did this was when you switched from political science to an arts degree, and you were terrified to tell your father. So, this time?
Nothing. Nothing at all. You walked in when I was clearing my head.
Well, honey, maybe I need some head clearing too.
What do you mean? What's wrong? Is it something with you and Dad?
I didn't tell you this before, but I was dating somebody else when I met your father. He was very nice. His name was Howard. He was in medical school. My father adored him. But the only problem was I didn't. I liked him, and I just assumed that we were probably going to get married. It seemed inevitable. But then I went to a freshman party, and I met this strong-willed, opinionated senior who had his heart set on a precarious career in politics.
Dad.
Oh, I ruffled quite a few feathers. But I never regretted my decision. Because it was exactly that, my darling. My decision. And I often do things your father's way because I choose to.
So you and Dad are very happy.
And what I want you to understand is that I'm happy in my life. But that doesn't mean you have to do the same thing to be happy in yours.
I shouldn't think everyone is smarter and more talented than me.
I'll take the next turn. if that's okay.
Welcome back.
I admit I need this class. I'm in an impossible situation. I'm actually going through with this wedding because I can't stop myself. I don't want to hurt Edward, and I don't want to embarrass my father. I can't even disappoint my publisher.
It's good, Leah. It's really good. You gotta let it out. Okay, now let's walk through an imaginary confrontation. Okay, I'll be Edward.
I'll do it.
Okay, so whenever you're ready, Leah, just talk from the heart.
Edward, we need to talk.
Is it about our upcoming wedding?
Yes. I can't marry you.
Why not?
You're a kind and wonderful man, but we're just not right for each other.
We've been dating for 2 years and you're just figuring this out now?
Yes, I'm sorry. But when you start to think about the rest of your life, you want to be sure you do it with the right person.
What kind of person is the right person?
Someone who can see me for who I clearly am. Or at least wants to find out who I really am.
Why did you lie to me?
I told you about the kidney thing.
I knew that was a complete fiction from day one. And I thought it was pretty hilarious. I'm talking about Edward being your boyfriend.
Oh, I told the whole class why.
After we did my field assignment together, I thought we built up some trust in each other. I let you in. You didn't let me in.
Probably because I'm the type of person who doesn't have the heart to hurt someone else.
Okay, Leah. Now, are you ready to admit who it is you're most afraid to confront? Is it your father? Is it Edward?
That person is here.
You weren't in group last night. Doesn't that risk your court order?
Did you miss me?
Actually, I came to thank you for what you did. Made some things fall into place, and I finished my book.
Well, that's great. That's great. Now you can focus on your wedding.
I know this sounds crazy, but I can't stop thinking about you.
Have you spoken to Edward?
You and we barely know each other.
So what I'm hearing is you are still gonna get married? Or you want to know if you and I have a chance before you go and break it off?
That's not fair.
Sounds like you're walking a tightrope. The tightrope walker who makes it across is the one who knows she doesn't need a net. I'm not gonna be your safety net.
Leah, what a nice surprise.
Edward, sometimes I need to wear a red dress. And sometimes I need to order the flaming pancakes.
Okay.
No, but it's not okay. Because when I tried those things, it made you uncomfortable.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, I need to come in.
So, Leah, the promotional team has read the revised manuscript, and quite frankly, you disappointed them. What you wrote is not what they said would sell. Now, this puts me in a bit of an uncomfortable position because the owners of Flora Books are pushing me to terminate your deal.
I'd rather not have a deal than publish a book that isn't my own voice. And I'm willing to go into debt to repay the advance. But corporate branding aside, just between you and me, what did you think of the book? Honestly.
Honestly? Honestly, I think it's one of the most refreshingly original and moving works that I've read in years. You're a terrific writer, Leah.
Thank you. And I'm really grateful for everything you've done for me. But, yeah, I have to stick true to what matters to me most. So if you want to draw up the release, I'll be gone.
Not so fast. You know what? Forget the promotions department. Enchanted Summer. Let's do it your way.
Actually, I have an idea for a new title.
We made it. Congratulations. Glenda. Robert. Congratulations.
I just wish we could get back all the hours we lost fighting for the sake of fighting.
Well, we're going on our first cruise, so it's a start.
Right.
Thanks. I got a raise last week.
Hey! That's fantastic. Well done. Carol.
I signed up for singing lessons.
And Leah, congratulations.
Thank you. And my book comes out next month, but I wanted you all to see the dedication first.
My Life is a Doormat by Leah Townsend.
for Marilyn and that group of strangers that have become trusted friends. This book wouldn't exist without all of you. I hope it's a huge success.
Well, that's the thing. It could totally flop and disappear without a trace. And if that happens, I'll cry and eat cake for a month. Cry, but at least it's totally and completely me.
See, there's a much larger issue here, and I think it's something that your generation is going to be more down the line.
Hey.
People are talking to each
I'll be back in time to help pack the food for my parents' party.
Have you seen this week's bestsellers list?
No, I try not to worry about those things.
Well, somebody has to. It's gone up 2 positions since last week. You did it.
Thanks, Kate.
Yeah, but I like sharing with people, obviously. I like
share with them face to face.
I love finding out what my friends are doing, creating.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can just turn it off.
Don't worry about it. It's okay. See you later.
Hold on a second. I love access to music and opinions. Listen, I think there's something we can agree on, okay? And that is, talking is still the best form of communication.
Absolutely. I do not need,
and primitive as it is.
I do not need an emoticon when I can see your face.
Okay, so that's the point. Beautifully illustrated by my father, folks. Thank you. A man of generous spirit and wisdom, and he grills a pretty mean T-bone. I'll tell you what. You know what? I'm gonna bring you back, Dad, and we'll get into it again.
You're kicking me
You
out.
like my style? It's been really nice finally having you on the show, Dad.
It's good to be here.
I'm Cinco Dublin. Come back tomorrow, and we'll talk.
What are you doing here?
Well, I just finished reading your new novel, and I was so moved. I needed to get an autograph.
You were moved.
Actually, I was moved, especially by the ending.
Really? That's weird because she doesn't marry the guy in the end.
Exactly. So she's free to meet the guy that really loves her in the sequel that you're gonna write.
So then it's up to me.
Well, why don't you invite me in for a drink and we can discuss it?
If my father sees you.
What on earth is he doing here?
Douglas, your blood pressure.
Okay, okay. Mom, it's okay. Dad, hi. I'd like you to meet Cinco Dublin.
Yes, I know who he is. The question is, what's he doing in my house?
He's with me.
Wait, you're friends with this man?
Actually, he's somebody very special to me, and because of that, I'd like you to give him a chance.
Special? So why would you keep something like this from me?
Probably because I was afraid you wouldn't approve.
You think you need my approval?
Yes, I do. I really, really do. But if you don't, we're still gonna be together anyway, so...
And why wouldn't you be? You're an adult, sweetie. I only want you to be happy. Hey. Well, we may never agree on much, but if you care for my daughter, then I imagine we're gonna have to learn to get along.
I appreciate that, sir. I do care very much about her.
Good. Welcome. I just want to say I'm truly proud that I am of you. Not because of the success of the wonderful book that you wrote, or because of the fine woman that you are, but because I get to say thank you for being my daughter. Leah.
Leah.
Sir, may I say something? Thank you.
My grandparents were married for 75 years. And the love they shared is something I spent most of my life looking for. The truth is, you can't find love. You can only hide from it. Whether it's family or marriage, love finds you. My grandfather proposed to my grandmother after only 2 weeks of dating. Now, you're probably not ready to have me propose yet, but I do have a question. Leah Townsend, will you please be my girlfriend?
I'd love to be your girlfriend.
So far from home again, thinking about those times, having fun, smiling when I start remembering every thought of you. Picks me up, helps me to get through the day. I got to find a way and tell myself it's gonna be okay. 'Cause when I see you, my love, you're beautiful. Clouds disappear when you're near. Your magic smile chases my blues away. And when I see you, oh girl, I can't get enough. There's no one else I'm so